So we're actually in a position where we could be transforming the capital markets in a fashion where you don't have to be large companies to actually list. You could be a small company, which, in other words, the process can be a lot cheaper to list a security token. To raise capital on AIM, which is the UK version of an SME exchange, even if you're looking to raise small sums, it could cost hundreds of thousands, if not millions. It's an expensive process. Not only do you have to pay brokers, not only do you have to pay underwriters, you have to pay the regulator, you have to pay the accountants, the lawyers. With blockchain, it can be done so much easier because in many instances, you're cutting out middlemen. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. In essence, what we're doing is we're taking the model of AIM. We're using that system, that methodology. So if you want to execute, you trade through a broker. We're also using the methodology of a nomad or a nominated advisor. We call them here Malta Corporate Advisors. The reason why they're there to ensure that these companies are ticking the box, necessary boxes when it comes to GRC, governance, risk, and compliance. I think there's a real possibility that Malta will eventually, within perhaps a year or so, become the epicenter of SME financing and digital within the digital asset space. There are going to be cryptocurrency security token providers that might want to consider listing their securities here in Malta, and they might not be ready. It's important that we tick the necessary corporate governance boxes. It's important that we tick GRC boxes, governance, risk, and compliance, and that's the type of business that we are looking for. We're ready to say no to some business. One of the things which we've done here is we've created this concept of VFA agents. A VFA agent, in essence, is a third-party compliance company that's going to be ensuring that any ICO that is domiciled in Malta is done properly. Regrettably, between 2015 and 2017, something like 70% of all ICOs were reputedly fraudulent in one way or another. Many ICOs went to zero. I think the ICO industry has taken a hit, but I think what we're doing is we're putting regulations in place, we're putting infrastructures in place like the VFA agent, which will help alleviate that risk.